Hello, and thank you for taking the time to listen to this audio program. My name is Dr. Alok Trivedi. If you're listening to this audio, it's because someone is interested in helping you become healthier and wealthier. Our society today is lost when it comes to living healthier and a fulfilled life. Our economy is in shambles, and our health is headed towards becoming the sickest in history. I can tell you that after 200,000 patient visits over the last 10 years, we're the problem. I know it. Yes, it's true. We can all sit and bash all the other organizations and institutions, but the truth is, we as the people of the society are the problem. We haven't taken the time to educate ourselves, especially when it comes to money and health. We get our health information off of the news, which really has been marketed to us, and honestly, most of which is false. Your health is your responsibility, just as is your financial destiny. Most people are, I'll just say it, they're afraid of taking responsibility because it means they have a choice. And let's be honest with this. Ignorance is bliss. Today, the obesity epidemic is not a problem, but it's a major world issue. Just as polio was in the late 40s, but the use of vaccinations helped really eliminate it. The obesity epidemic is different because it's not an external virus entering our system. With obesity, the virus, it sits in between our ears because of the choices that we make. The sad and scary fact is, these are the same choices we pass down to our children. Here's the reality on childhood obesity, according to the CDC. Childhood obesity has more than doubled in children and tripled in adolescents in the past 30 years. The percentage of children aged 6 to 11 in the United States who were obese increased from 7% in 1980, 7, to nearly 18% in 2010. The same percentage of adolescents aged between 12 to 19 years who were obese increased from 5 to 18% in the same time period. In 2010, more than one-third of children and adolescents were overweight or obese. Overweight is defined as having excess body weight for a particular height from fat, muscle, bone, water, or a combination of these factors. Obesity is defined as having excess body fat. Overweight and obesity are the result of caloric imbalance, too few calories, which are expended for the amount of calories consumed, and are affected by various genetic, behavioral, and really environmental factors. Overweight adolescents have a 70% chance of becoming overweight adults. And this increases if one or both parents are overweight or obese. This is from the CDC. Most people are going to listen to the CD and think, well, I'm not the problem. Take a look again. Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, am I healthy? And I mean really healthy. Look at the chins and be honest with yourself. Understand, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm being real. Most doctors will sugarcoat the truth and say it's not your fault. Well, I've always tried to be straight with my patients over the years, and I can tell you, it is your fault. If you were to ask, how do you stay healthy? You would answer, diet, exercise, and rest. Well, are you doing these to the best of your abilities? I mean, you may, I don't know, but statistically, most people aren't. And partly because you put foods into your system that make you sick, and no one's forcing you to do it. No one's forcing you to put the food in your system. See, in case you're not a healthcare provider, allow me to explain how the body works. The human body is an amazing, self-preserving mechanism designed to adapt to the circumstances it's been given. In short, the choices we make will result in physical responses. Most of our diets today are consumed with foods that aren't nutritious. Well, problem being that we eat for pleasure when our body needs nutrition. Most people don't realize, but food is the fuel we put into our system that keeps us running. Which is why most people actually live to eat rather than eat to live. See, Jack LaLanne used to say that if exercise is king, then nutrition is queen. In today's society, from fast foods and even buying foods at the grocery store, most of them are filled with preservatives and very little nutrition. So when we eat to the point of being full, it's a bad indicator. Because it's not that we're nutritiously full, it's that our stomach is full and there's no more space for food. 2 hours later, we're hungry again, and we reach back for the same junk that we started with, and put away way too many calories into our bodies, which leads to excess calories and fat gain. The big issue with this is that toxins get stored in our fat cells. The more toxins we put in, the more it stores in fat. When we eat things that are not nutritious, our body is saying, you aren't putting fuel in me, so I'm going to convert this toxic food and store it as a fat preservation mechanism. The result is we continue to eat toxins and getting fatter because of it. Most people are concerned about the fat on the outside, like their stomach, thighs, and glutes, which media has marketed to us. However, fat builds from the inside out. This means the fat around your organs, called organ fat, this is the same fat that is causing people to become sick and diseased and heart issues and cholesterol issues. And it's costing astronomical amounts in drugs and disease processes. It's actually costing the government and the American people $4.4 trillion every year. So how do we solve this problem? Isagenix. After 10 years of clinical practice, I have never brought a product into my office and to my patients until now. Never have I seen a system so comprehensive in helping people lose weight and get healthy. One of my business associates and chiropractors was very hesitant to get on the Isagenix system. Finally, he agreed. And in 3 days, he was off his blood pressure medication. And after 3 weeks, he was down 20 pounds. I mean, everyone's going to respond differently and get different results depending on how much they have to lose. But I had another business associate who lost 10 pounds in the first week. One of my patients lost 19 pounds in 4 weeks, and her cholesterol went from 235 to 180 in 30 days. We know the products work, and they work well. They function really on what's called the 5 pillars of health, and let me go through them for you. First is cleansing. They have a product called Cleanse for Life, because every day we're exposed to toxins in the food we eat, in the air we breathe, water we drink, and even the items we touch. This Cleanse for Life helps your body by the nutrition it needs by cleansing itself naturally. See, like unlike other cleanses that are laxatives or diuretics that really deplete your body, Cleanse for Life actually feeds your entire body with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and nutritionals that help you cleanse the toxins out. They have these shakes, these whey protein shakes, because with more nutrition and amino acids that your body needs. And they come from New Zealand with whey protein, which has a concentrate encased in protein. So you're really getting a ton of health benefits for this meal replacement shake. And they already have tons of minerals and ionic trace minerals, which actually help support the body system. They're low in sodium and cholesterol, and they're actually, the study, according to UIC, they've shown to be more heart healthy than even a heart healthy diet. Ionic Supreme, and this is something that's extremely important in today's world. One of the biggest issues we live with today is stress. and how do we adapt to stress? I've been saying for years is that if your body is functioning at 100%, you'd be able to adapt to stress much more easily, which wouldn't lead people to deal with, anger issues, depression issues, if they can adapt to stress. See, stress is the inability to adapt to a changing environment. And how many times a day are you changing environments? From work to home to social settings, all the time. They have a product called Isagenix Supreme, which is loaded with these things called adaptogens. And what they do is they help you adapt to stress. And they have over 19 vitamins and minerals, and really what's called botanicals, and it gives you a ton of energy. It's an energy boost, and it has a free radical breaking down mechanism, so it breaks down the free radicals, and you get healthier because of it. One of their amazing products is this thing called Ageless Essentials. It's a vitamin pack that they put in, and they developed more supplements and specific to males and females because our physiologies are different. So they've created a system to get you all the right minerals, antioxidants, vitamins that you need on a day-to-day basis to make sure you're functioning at an optimal level. Their fifth thing, which is really an age-defying technology that's come into the marketplace over the last 10 or so years, but it's called telomere support. Telomere support helps reduce your aging by keeping your DNA healthy. It combines really what's these scientific breakthroughs and this telomere support, and it's got a ton of antioxidants, which again helps you maintain age. I can tell you that these products work firsthand. I mean, I saw myself lose 15 pounds, become stronger, and had more energy than I ever had before. We know there's a great economic collapse happening as well. 70% of people, the number one stress in their life is financial. We've heard all the negatives of the Depression, just as you have. But here's a little known fact that most people don't know or understand. More millionaires were created during the Depression than any other time in history. Let me say that again. More millionaires were created during the Depression than any other time in history. That's why this opportunity sitting in front of you is the perfect storm. Most people are getting sicker and broker as the days continue. If you choose to join our team, you have a solution for both. By simply helping two people become healthier, you can start earning an income that can help you as well. Not only will that help you make other people healthier, but it'll help you make more money at the same time. And if they do that with others, they start building a substantial wealth, a substantial income here. See, everyone knows two people who need to lose weight. We all do. By getting healthier and sharing products with two people, you put yourself on track to earning really a substantial income and an ancillary income. If you think this is crazy, try it out. The company gives you a 30-day money-back guarantee. By day 4 of the 30-day cleanse, you'll begin to see and feel a substantial change. Look, our motto in business is simple. We create win-win relationships for all involved. I have one question for you. Besides the fat, what do you have to lose? And I guess I have a bigger question than that. How much health and vitality and money do you have to gain? And I guess a third and final question is, if you continue going down the road that you're on, how much health, vitality, and money will that cost you? I don't know. It's something to think about, that what your future holds. I mean, we control our health and our destiny and the futures and the choices that we make today. And I want to thank you again for listening to this audio. And I hope it was able to spark some questions and some things, and it was able to show you a different side of things. I hope to meet you at one of our events personally and shake your hand, and for being part of and supporting our mission. If you want to know more information, contact the person who gave you this CD, and they'll be able to answer all your questions. Thanks again. I'm Dr. Alok. Thanks a lot.